Okay, so thank you very much for joining with us today. Today is a very short discussion with you, but an important discussion because we are trying to explain to you how Nanaska is planning to ensure you all pass your management level case study in May 2026. So we are now into the end of March, April, May. How do we ensure you pass the management level case study with flying colors? The idea is try to go through the process and get your views as well. What do you think is needed? What do you think is required in your opinion, which can also be adjusted in our delivery? So first of all, let me give a very brief about the SEMA structure, where there might be some people who join with us here directly from the FLP program. Those who join with us directly from the FLP program, I would like to give a little bit of a brief about SEMA as well. So then you understand the overall picture. So in SEMA, there is a certificate level, then there's operational level, management level, strategic level. Each level, you have three theory subjects in operational level, E1, P1, F1, three theory subjects in the management level, E2, P2, F2, three theory subjects at the strategic level, E3, P3, F3. Each level, there is a case study. Operational level case study is what we call operational level case study, OCS. Management level, there is a case study called MCS. Strategic level, there is a case study called SCS, strategic level case study. Here we are in the middle of the game, management level case study. Exams are in the second week of May, which means we have enough time. Pre-scene was issued yesterday. Pre-scene was issued yesterday. Very, very interesting, simple industry for you all this time. You will see some videos about the pre-scene uploaded to the Nanaska page. Giving a very brief idea about the video, very short, nice videos of explaining what the organization is all about. I will go into a little bit of detail today. However, give you an initial idea. We are a packaging company for food industry. We are doing the food packaging. We are doing the food packaging for the food industry. But we are not a simple organization. We are one of the largest food packaging companies in the world. We are one of the largest food packaging companies in the world. But we don't manufacture all type of food packaging. We manufacture only two types of food packaging. In that category, we are within the largest six in the world. So we are not the largest six within the broader food packaging category. Broader food packaging category has many items, but on two items that we do, we are within the largest six in the world. So you can get an idea that we are not a small company. We are a fairly large entity. We are all over the world. So the pre-scene is already out. Very interesting pre-scene. What we needed to do is study the pre-scene and go for the exams in the second week of May. Right? Now, let me briefly tell you what are the 10 steps that we do in our course. Let me briefly tell you what are the 10 steps that we do in our course. The first step is called KYP. KYP, know your pre-scene. Because you can't read the pre-scene on your own. It's a lengthy document. It's a boring document. We have made the reading pre-scene fun, interesting, enjoyable. The document is called KYP, know your pre-scene. But you can't understand the company unless you understand the industry. You got to learn about the industry. That is what you call second step of ours, KYI, know your industry. So those are the very first two things that we will be starting to work with you. Those are the very first two things that we'll be starting to work with you. However, KYI, we will have a CEO of one of the packaging companies in Sri Lanka joining with us. One of the CEOs of the packaging companies will be here with you all to explain what has been happening in the industry for last many years. He is the CEO of the company. What had been happening in the industry many years? What are the challenges that he is facing? What are the solutions that he is thinking of applying? And he will read our pre-scene and apply that pre-scene to his real world company. He might say pre-scene says like this, but this is how it happens in the real world. Now, don't worry or don't forget, he is a SEMA member as well. And he is a student of Nanaska as well. Therefore, he understands the SEMA game. He understands what the MCS is. He did the MCS with us. Now he's a CEO of a packaging company. So he will come and explain his feelings about the pre-scene, and he will help you to identify what is happening in the industry and what kind of questions might be there. So that will happen under KYI. First step is KYP, second step is KYI. Then there is a step called deep dive. We call it DD, deep dive. Deep dive is an in-depth analysis of the pre-scene. So what's the difference between KYP and deep dive? KYP is a nicer PowerPoint presentation for you to understand the company. Deep dive is we go much deeper than the KYP, understand the nitty-gritties, much more details of the organization and the interest. So first step is KYP, second step is KYI, third step is deep dive, fourth step is what we call GR. GR does not mean Gotabaya Rajapaksa. GR surely means the ground rules. What are the ground rules available in doing SEMA? What are the ground rules available in doing SEMA? What you should be doing on the exam day and what you should not be doing on the exam day. The fifth stage is called 5 co-activities. SEMA has made your life much easier. SEMA had made your life much easier. SEMA is saying there are 5 co-activities that you got to be there, you got to be aware. The questions will be formed, the questions will be drafted from those 5 co-activities. So we got to study about them. Now, are we clear? There are 10 steps in the course, 1 to 10. I have explained only the first 5. KYP, know your pre-scene. KYI, know your industry. DD, deep dive. GR, ground rules. Then the 5 co-activities. Those are the first 5 things that we will do. Those are the first 5 things that we will do. Now, this time, the course is very, very different. For the May 2026 course is very, very different. We are absolutely concentrating on 99% pass rate. Not very easy, but that is our plan. You can't hit 100%. There will be one student who will struggle on the exam day. There will be one student who will get sick, will not be able to do the work. But we are looking at 99% pass rate for the May 2026. That's not easy, but let's try to do it together. Since we are looking at 99% pass rate for the May 2026 MCAS, we will allocate a lot of time on what we call, one second. We'll allocate a lot of time on what we call the ground rule section. We'll allocate a lot of time on what we call the ground rule section. So what is the ground rule section? That is based on what are the rules available for you to do this exam paper. So let me quickly show you the pre-scene a little bit. This is what the pre-scene is all about. This is what the KYP is all about. So can I quickly show you the KYP? right? We won't take a lot of time today on the KYP. I just want to give you a basic idea about the KYP only. Tomorrow, Sunday, 29th of March, we'll concentrate on the KYP in detail. The first day is about the KYP. Very important for all of you all to be there tomorrow. So I'm going to give you a little idea only. So you will see what kind of a company that we are working with. Wow. Name of the company is Cotton. I don't know why they put that name. Maybe because of cartons that they manufacture. Name of the company is Cotton. And don't forget, this is a public listed company. That is where my experience of being a CEO of a public listed company will become very, very important. I work as the CEO and executive director of the Ankutu Porcelain PLC, which is a public listed company, PLC, public listed company. I will share my experience of what happened because it's very important for me to protect my share price. So your case study for May 2026 is based on a company called Cotton, and they are a public listed company. And they are in a country called Holland, and the IFRS will be applicable. So International Financial Reporting Standard, IAS will be applicable. So you got to spend little time on the accounting standard. A lot of people tell me the most difficult area is F2. A lot of people tell me the most difficult area is IFRS and IAS. Trust me, that is because in many places we try to memorize the accounting standard. Don't worry, I will make it very, very enjoyable. I will do it in a very practical way of how it is being used and what are the practical problems that are happening in the real world with the accounting standards. There is a little syllabus change for May 2026, not a major one. Sustainability reporting had been given a very high priority. So IFRS S1 and S2, sustainability reporting will be applicable. Don't worry, don't try to study it from now because I'll be covering them within the course. By the way, not only S1 and S2, not only sustainability accounting standards, all the theory areas of E2, P2, F2 will be covered by us. But the class sessions, will share the timetable with you tomorrow. Class sessions will be during the weekday nights. So if you are absolutely thorough with E2, you might decide to not come. If you are absolutely thorough with P2, you might decide to not come. But we encourage you to come there because there will be theory sessions where we explain entire E2, entire P2, entire F2. So if you have not done the competencies properly, you did not learn much from competencies, who cares? Don't worry about it. Because even if you have not learned anything from competencies, we assume that your knowledge is zero from the competencies. We do it from very beginning again. So the name of the company is Cotton. They are a public listed company. They are in a country called Holland. IFRSs will be applicable. Wow. Now, what do? Here we go. They are manufacturing only two types of products. Manufacturing of cartons and the tubs. They are manufacturing cartons and the tubs. They are in the food packaging industry. And in the food packaging industry, there are so many products available, but they do manufacture only cartons and tubs. As an example, they don't manufacture the cans. So there are many products that they don't manufacture. They are mostly concentrating on the cartons, and the tubs. Now, you need to be extremely careful to know, you you have a huge opportunity available for you to go into the rest of the products available. Huge product development opportunity available for us. We'll discuss about it. More importantly, they are into consultancy. My gosh. They are not only manufacturing a product and selling. They are doing the consultancy for the companies about the food packaging. They are doing consultancy for the companies about the food packaging. They are doing consultancy for the companies about food packaging. Now that changes a lot of things. So I'm going to give you a point for you to think in a minute, and please be prepared. Therefore, listen carefully. How big we are? My gosh, we are huge. 23,000 people in manufacturing. Number of employees, 23,000 in manufacturing. 800 design and technical staff in consultancy. My gosh. Consultancy businesses, 800 staff. So don't think of a consultancy business is very small. Why? Because we have 800 staff. Don't think of a consultancy business is very small, because we have 6 offices around the world. So we have a very serious, absolutely serious consultancy business. Very serious consultancy business. Right? Because we have offices in 6 different countries in the world, and we have 800 staff available. So what are the products that we manufacture? We manufacture cartons and tubs, and the consultancy on the package system design. Now you will realize consultancy is important. You will realize very soon the consultancy will give us cross-selling opportunities. Consultancy will give us opportunities to sell our product. Because you go for a company, do a consultancy and say, look here, this kind of the package, your product is very, very unique. Your food item is very, very unique. I think the best packaging design for you is something like this. And then you will say, hold on, we have a food packaging industry company as well. I'm sure they can manufacture it for you. So there will be cross-selling opportunities available. Now the beauty is we are very, very big. Now I told you we are very big before, so I'm trying to reconfirm this. One of the 6 largest manufacturers of cartons and tubs globally. In the global cartons and tubs market, we are within the first 6. Not from the global food packaging market. I'm sure we are a significant player in the global food packaging market, but we are not within the first 6. We are in the first 6 globally when you take only 2 items, which is the cartons and tubs. We have a competitor. Wellbox is the closest competitor to us. They are the closest competitor to us. Now, KYP will continue. KYP is a nicer way to learn the pre-scene. But if I go to the pre-scene, this is what the pre-scene looks like. 26 pages long document. From tomorrow, when I discuss the KYP, I will go to the pre-scene and try to show you few things from the pre-scene as well. I'll try to show you a few things from the pre-scene as well. Now I'm trying to give you a little thinking test. I'm trying to give you a little thinking test. I'm trying to give you a little thinking test. Look at the profit and loss account of our company, my dear friends. Look at the profit and loss account of our company. Look at the profit and loss account of our company. You have a revenue 1,236 million. Cost of sales 964 million. Therefore, gross profit is 272 million. Wow. Admin cost of 132 million. Finance cost of 12 million. Tax of 16 million. Profit of 111 million. This is what our financial numbers looks like. So can we look at these numbers for 1 minute? We'll think about it. Revenue is how much? 1,236 million. 1,236 million. Revenue is 1,236 million. Okay. How much is the gross profit? 272 million. Please calculate the gross profit ratio and tell me fast. I'll give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds, calculate the gross profit ratio and give me 1, 2. No one is doing that. Fast, you should get involved. You can't only listen. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. Very happy. We have a gross profit margin of 22%. Now, how much is the gross profit? 200. Very good. Very good. How much is the gross profit? 272. Look at the admin expenses. Admin expenses 132 million. So are you telling me almost 50% of your gross profit is admin expenses? Almost 50%. 272 divided by half is how much? About 136 million, no man. Our admin expenses is 132 million. So half of the gross profit is going for admin expenses. My gosh, very high admin expenses. What is the net profit? 111 million. What's the net profit? 111 million. So these are my financials. These are my financials. I did not ask you the question yet. I'll come to the question. This is the financials of my competitor. These are financials of my competitor. Can you read? Financials of my competitor. These are financials of my competitor. They are manufacturing cartons and tubs only. Very similar to us. What is the name of my company? Carton. What do we manufacture? Cartons and tubs. My competitor is also manufacturing the same. My competitor is also manufacturing the same. Okay. Read this page, but I'm going to give you only 1 minute to do that. Only this page. What is on the screen? Read it now. Read it now. Read it now. Okay. First question. Revenue. Who is larger? Us or the competitor? Revenue, who is larger? Us or the competitor? I'm sure you remember, not exact number, but you remember good enough to decide who is larger. Us or the competitor? Competitor is larger. The competitor has 1,300, we had 1,200. So they are a larger competitor. They are a larger competitor. Okay, what is the gross profit ratio of the competitor? What's the gross profit ratio of the competitor? What's the gross profit ratio of the competitor? What's the gross profit ratio of the competitor? Wow, now my problem number 1 start. Now my problem number 1 start. What is my problem number 1? My gosh, they have a better gross profit margin. My problem number 1, they have a better gross profit margin. So my problem number one is they have a better gross profit margin. Why do you think so? Oh, don't answer now. Don't answer now. But we'll argue why and how they have a better gross profit margin. Don't answer now. I'll give you time. Then there is another change. Their gross profit is 332. Their admin expenses is only 119 million. You understand now? If you want, I'll go back to the old slide for 1 minute. So it is fair for you. I'm going to go back 1 minute to our company. When our gross profit is 272, our admin expenses is 132 million, 132 million. Their admin expenses is 119 million. Their admin expenses is 119 million, but they are a larger company. They have a bigger sales. They have bigger sales. Okay. Now, time for you to think. Time for you to think. My question is, why do you think they have a higher gross profit ratio? Question number one. And why do you think their admin expenses is lower than ours? You can't answer it very easily because you need to think a lot. Therefore, I am going to give you 2 minutes to think and answer. Why do you think their gross profit margin is better? And why do you think we have a much higher admin expenses? They have a lower admin expenses. I mean, my admin expenses is higher for a lower revenue. Their revenue is higher, but their admin expenses is lower. Please tell me, what do you think about it? I don't know how you all seems to be very intelligent from the answers that I'm getting. I'm very happy about it. I'm sure we can go for the 99% pass rate. I'm sure we can. I don't know how, but I'm very happy because the reason could surely be it does not offer consultancy services. When you don't offer consultancy services, what happened? When you don't offer consultancy services, what happened? 800 consultants salaries they don't have. 6 different consultancy officers that I have, they don't have. Are you clear? 6 different consultancy officers that I have, they don't have. 800 consultant staff that I have, they don't have. So that could be a bigger reason. That could be a bigger reason. That could be a bigger reason. Very good. Very happy. Let's try to go for 99% pass rate this time. Now, one more question. Why do you think their GP is high? Why do you think their GP is high? How comes they have a higher gross profit ratio? You can only guess, huh? You don't know. I don't know. I also don't know. I'm also guessing. You're also guessing. But in the guessing process, we will learn because whatever the guesses that we are making today, we'll verify tomorrow. We'll verify tomorrow. Whatever the guesses we are making today, we can verify tomorrow. But tell me, why do you think they have a better GP margin? Why do you think they have a better GP margin? Only reason that you can think about is, only reason that we can think about is the economies of scale. Because they are bigger, therefore their GP margin may be higher because they must be buying raw material cheaper. Their manufacturing cost per unit may be cheaper. Their marketing cost per unit may be cheaper. That's the reason I can think about. But then you don't need to worry about all that when you work with us, because if you do go to the KYP, we look at this page already. Can I give you 1 minute to read this page again? Can I give you 1 minute to read this page again? Please read this page again for 1 minute. 1 minute only. Fast. Fast. Okay. Now I'll tell you why you don't need to worry when you work with us, because everything is calculated and given to you. You see, admin expenses of Cotton is 132 million. Admin expenses of my competitor is 119 million. Probable reason could be 800 consultant engineers and 6 global officers that is available, right? So this could be the reason. That's why we are saying our GP is 22, their GP is 25. We will try to look at what the reasons could be. So there are various different packaging types available. I'm not going to explain them in detail, but this is called the primary packaging, the packaging that touch the food. These called the secondary packaging, which is the packaging that customers will see. Tertiary packaging is the tertiary packaging is the packaging that is used for us to kind of take the items. So there are a lot of details given in the KYP. Wrappers, these are also packaging. Trays, we don't manufacture trays, but packaging. Plastic tubs, we manufacture this. Plastic tubs, we manufacture this. So some products we do manufacture, some products we don't. Some products we do manufacture, some products with cartons we do manufacture. Cans, we don't manufacture. Cans, we don't manufacture. Okay, so now KYP is the document I showed you so far, which will go into details tomorrow. In our course, there are 10 steps available. First 5 steps are KYP, KYI, deep dive, ground rules, and the 5 core activities. This time course is very, very different for you all. Therefore, what we are targeting is 99% pass rate. Therefore, we will try to allocate lot more time on the ground rules section. Ground rules section is what? What do you think you should be doing on the exam day? What do you think you should not be doing on the exam day? What do you think you should be doing on the exam day? What do you think you should not be doing on the exam day? How do you know? I mean, how do you know what we should do? And how do you know what we should not do? We got to ask only one person. We got to ask only one person. That is the examiner. That's the examiner. That is why we will allocate full post-exam support material. We will review the post-exam support material in much detail to figure out what is it that examiner wants. What is it that examiner wants? So here there will be 6 different papers. Why 6 papers? Now this is a old one. Not new one, no new one I don't have yet. No, new one is to be. These are May and August 2025, not 26. May and August 2025. So there were 6 papers. Out of 6 papers, 3 came for May, balance 3 came for August because the same precinct. These are the answers for all 6 papers and the marking guideline for all 6 papers. So I'm not going to read everything now. We don't have time. When we start from tomorrow, we will read. But what I'm trying to tell you is we got to ask the examiner what happened to the people. Did they pass? Why? Did they fail? Why? What were the core reasons for the people to pass? What were the core reasons for the people to fail? That is what we got to figure out. That is why we go into page number 167, which is called the examination report, which will give you the reason for the failure of the people. Which will give you the reason for the failure of the people. These 2 paragraphs will usually tell you why did some people fail. I don't want to read it entirely now. I don't want to ignore it now as well, because this is my starting point in this year's class. We can't achieve 99% pass rate. We can't achieve 99% pass rate unless we know why did some people fail. unless we know why did some people fail. Well, who to ask about it? No one else. Examiner. This is the examiner's words. This is the examiner's word. You don't need to read the entire thing. You read only what, only very critical parts that I'm going to highlight. From the candidate's perspective, the key to scoring well is to read and then answer the question. That's the core reason why people fail. Examiner has given a question, you give an answer, not exactly covering the examiner's question. You write general things. You don't answer exactly examiner's question. That is why people fail for the May and August 2025 based on the examiner's coming. Based on the examiner's coming. Examiner further says, not only that, the expectation is that candidate will be familiar with the context of the company and its industry from the prior study. That is the expectation. But people are not familiar. And second paragraph say major issue was candidates' poor knowledge in the technical areas of the F2. That is why everyone says F2 is difficult. F2 is difficult. F2 I will be doing this time. And we have other expert lecturers who will do E2, P2, F2. Other than that, I will also be doing F2 for you. So we will spend a lot of time to figure out how do we get the 99% pass rate. In our course, there are 10 steps available. There are 10 steps available. Anyone who can tell me what the 5 steps are? Anyone who can tell me what the 5 steps are? First 5 steps. I think should be given a good reward when you join the course. We should give you full additional support. I'll come to your house and explain to you anything difficult. If anyone can write the first 5 steps of a course, this pushes you to concentrate in my live sessions as well. Otherwise, you'll go here and there, thinking about the party, thinking about New Year, thinking about holidays. But if anyone can write all 5 first steps right, that's the man who will get the highest marks in the world in the May 2026 exam. That's the person we will have to give a special recognition when we join the course. My gosh, so many people are saying that I'm thrilled. Wow. Actually, so many people are saying that. I saw only few. Very happy. Absolute fun. This is really, really great. Let's go for 99% pass rate. Very happy. Thank you. Very happy. Thank you. Very good. Amazing. That means you are concentrating. Very good. Very happy. I'm thrilled. In our course, there are 10 steps available. First 5 we explained to you already. But there are 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What are they? 6. Refresh theory. What is refresh theory? That is what I have been telling you. E2, P2, F2, E2, P2, F2 will be revised again. Refresh theory. You don't need to go and study. Please don't do any other work these days. Only what we want you to do, read the KYP. Don't try to learn the theory by yourself. That's my job. That's my duty. Step number 6, refresh theory. Step number 7, practice. What is practice? We give you a mock paper. And what you are supposed to be doing, is to read that mock paper and the answer with me. Paper and the answer with me. So it is a practice paper. It is not that you are going to do it under exam condition. It is not something that you are going to do under exam condition. That is why we call it practice. Section number 7 is what we call reality. Section number 7 is what you call reality. Reality is you are going to do the mock exams on our exam engine. Mock number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you will do on the exam engine. You will do on the exam engine. That is what you call the reality section. This is what you call the reality section. Step number 6, refresh theory. 7 practice. 8 reality. 9 is a acharva, kottua. 9 is a kottua because it has so many things. 9 include possible issues. What would come for the exam day? Power mock. Power mock is a different mock. Yes, power mock is different to the reality mocks. Power mock you are not going to do on the exam condition. Power mock, you read the question and answer. That will cover all the E2, P2, F2 theory areas can come. F2 mock, since you are saying F2 is difficult, there's F2 mock available. So all those will be included in the section number 9. Section number 9 is called support learning. For your main learning, there will be a lot of support material, like the power mock, like the F2 mock, like the possible issues. That is section number 9, support learning. Section number 10, revision and one-to-one support. You will get absolute one-to-one support from us. Section number 6, refresh theory. 7 practice. 8 reality. 9 support learning. 10 revision and one-to-one support. That is the last 5 sections. First 5 sections you are aware, 5 plus 5, 10, which we can cover easily within the timeline available. Doing the mocks, getting the marks, people used to wait for 2 days to get the marks. No more. With Nanaska, this time for the MCS case study, last time as well, we introduce the edge. The edge is what you call the Nanaska edge. It's a perfect AI tool where you will get your mocks marked in 4 minutes. You do the mock paper, you get the marks in 4 minutes. That is what we call instant, but more than instant, personalized instant. What is personalized? Nanaska Edge will give you a personal improvement plan for you. Nanaska Edge will give you personalized improvement plan for you. For your weaknesses, for your strengths, what is the individual personalized plan for you will be given by Nanaska Edge. Of course, Nanaska Edge has so many things. You can ask questions on the pre-seed. Either you can type a new question, or there are some standard questions given for you to click a standard question and get the reply. Now, when the standard questions are there, you might think, no, I can't ask my own questions. Of course, you can type your own questions. But the standard questions will make your life easier. Why? You know what are when you look at the standard question, they were the same question that you wanted to ask. So you don't need to type the standard question. Click the standard question, you will get the answer. Nanaska Edge is available for you for this time. Okay. Did you watch our videos about Nanaska Edge on our social media? Did you watch our videos about Nanaska Edge on our social media? Anyone who had seen the videos about Nanaska Edge on the social media? No one has seen? Which are you from different planet? You have seen, I'm sorry. That you will do this time. So Nanaska Edge we introduced first time in Feb 2026. You guys are getting a better product now. Of course, anyone can use publicly available ChatGPT accounts, right? That you can do on your own. But we have a proprietary software developed by us called Nanaska Edge. And you get your mock marks in 4 minutes. So you can go faster. Anyone who is working for a real world company who is very, very busy? Wow. Nanaska Edge will be a greater solution, and we will explain that solution We'll explain that solution for the people who are working for a company very soon when we start our courses in next 2 weeks. We'll talk about that as well. So 10 steps in our course. I am 1000% committed to ensure you all get 99% pass rate and pass. This is the mock one looks like. Can you see what mock one looks like? Look at this screen. These are the mock one paper will look like. 4 different sections, each section 45 minutes. Each section has 2 questions and the weightage is also given. The questions will come to you either Elizabeth is your boss, walks into your office and saying something and asking 2 questions. Or questions will come as an email from your boss to you. Finance director is writing an email to you. You can reply to that email. So this is what a mock paper looks like. These questions are not very difficult. But the mock one is our practice section for you to practice. Now, these are the 10 steps that we do. I am 100% committed. My team is 100% committed to ensure you get 99% pass rate. But that's not good enough. You got to commit yourself as well. You got to study 45 minutes to 1 hour every day, and you got to study more hours during the weekend continuously from tomorrow night. You got to study 45 minutes every day, and weekends you got to study more. You got to come for live sessions, ask questions, ask clarifications, challenge me, argue, let's have a little fun. I'll create some fun within the class. We are even arranging for you all to go and visit a packaging company in Sri Lanka. If you are around, you can join, or you can watch the videos of that. The industry expert who is the CEO of a food packaging company will come and explain to you about the packaging industry. All that is absolutely well planned for you to be achieve 99% pass rate. I am personally committed to ensure all of you all pass this time. Let's take that challenge. Join the course. We will ensure we'll go at 99% pass rate somehow this time. Right? There will be weekly follow-up. You will get messages. Did you come for the class? Why you did not come for the class? Did you do mock number 2? Why you did not do mock number 2? Did you answer the questions from the deep dive? Why you did not answer the questions from the deep dive? They are there to push you. I hope you will take it positively. And join with us to allow us to follow up, respond to them, and be part of the journey. My name is Channa Gunawardana. I am the Executive Director for Dankotu Porcelain. I started in the finance field, then moved into operations, became a CEO for another company before, now then became the CEO of Dankotu Porcelain PLC. My CEO experience is what usually examiner asks on the exam day. Unlike OCS, there is very, very less theory available. Very practical questions. I'll be sharing my journey, whatever to be in the company. That is what the examiner will usually ask. In addition to being the executive director at Dankotu Porcelain, I'm the chairman of Litrogas. That is where you will be able to learn the governance side of it. Being the chairman, governance is my core area, which is part of the syllabus. S1 and S2 are going to be very serious sustainability standard. Litro gas, absolutely serious about environmental impact, because environmental impact can be disastrous from us. Therefore, we have the extreme best measures that is coming from the shell gas time. We will discuss about them in the class. I am the founder of Nanaska, and I am on the SEMA Global Council in UK. So I am fully aware of the direction that SEMA has taken. I am fully aware of what are the changes coming in. I am in touch with the council level. I'll be able to help you better to ensure go ahead in life. The purpose statement of Nanaska, as you can see, building better leaders. Purpose statement of Nanaska is to build better leaders. Therefore, we know that we need to ensure 99% of you all pass the paper, but we know that's not good enough. You got to be better leaders. That is why for our students only, exclusively for our students, we do a lot of leadership programs, a lot of training. 3 weeks ago, we did a program for our students, those who did the exams in February. That program was about AI. We do that program. I do a program called Your Life is Your Life. That is about how to live a happy life. That is about how to live a happy life. I don't think you came for that program, because that program was done for the people who did MCS and HCS in the February 2026. For your session, we will do another free program. We are doing the programs of how to get the membership. I think there's one more program happening tomorrow or day after, right? So likewise, we are here to support. We have Nanaska Connect to get you the jobs. We have Nanaska Business Partner. Whenever you have a struggle at office, trouble at office, not because you go and fight with the boss, then I can't help. But your boss has given a project that you think is very difficult to manage, we will get involved and help. Nanaska will provide the life support for you throughout your life. Our purpose is to build better leaders. To be better leaders, you got to have a SEMA qualification. You got to have some good qualifications, and you got to have many things other than the qualifications. All of them, we will be working with you. All of them will be working with you, right? We have a very active LMS, learning management system. We have a perfect Nanaska Edge for you, where you can go and ask questions on the pre-scene. You can go and ask about the industry. You can do the typing tutor. Typing tutor is there. You can type. You can look at the typing speed. What you're going to type, nothing else. Pre-scene. When you type the pre-scene, you learn the pre-scene. It measures you what your typing speed last week, this week, whether it's going up, coming down, all that is measured. So I'm not going to go into too much details about Nanaska Edge. I'm not going to go into too much details about Nanaska Edge, because we did a student feedback session about Nanaska Edge. Over 95% people felt Nanaska Edge was very useful for them for the February exams. I am sure, therefore, it will be very useful for you. So I'm not going to kill your time by explaining how great the Nanaska Edge is. I know it's great because we spoke to the students. We had the student feedback session. And students told us to add many things to the Nanaska Edge. They have been added now. You will enjoy a better version of Nanaska Edge for the May 2026 exams that is upcoming. So everything is set from our timetable is very strict. Unlike last time, you have a very strict timetable of what I'm going to do every day. I'm strictly following what I'm going to do every day. And we will do revision sessions every week. If you miss the main session, you can come for the revision. You like that or you don't like it? If you miss a main session, you can come for a revision. You like it or you don't like it? Huh? You don't know. Do you think it's a good idea or bad idea? I'm sure it will be helpful. I'm sure it will be helpful. And if you come for the main session, and if you decide to come for the revision, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Right? So basically, much more developed version is available. If you know anyone who is doing MCS in the May 2026 or SCS in May 2026, please tell them to contact me so we can help them to pass the exams as well. My Mobile number goes as ding, ding, ding. I did a mistake. My mobile number goes as no 777 Send me a message. Tell me where you work. Tell me your name. Tell me something. I will save your number. So when you send a message next time, I know who you are. Send me a message saying that you were in the introductory session. And please send an email to info@nanaska.com. Register yourself now, not today, now. Send the message now because we are starting the game tomorrow, 29th of March, Sunday. We are starting the game tomorrow, 29th of March, Sunday. Right? So, I usually take 1 hour for this session. I have already taken 56 minutes and 14 seconds. So I have 3 minutes and some 40 seconds available. I'll finish it now, but if you have any questions, I'm here to answer. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer. Any questions? 1, 2, 3. Any questions? If no questions, send me a message. My WhatsApp number is there. When do we start? Tomorrow. We are starting tomorrow. The game starts tomorrow. Want to know more about Nanaska Edge? Nanaska Edge is a personalized, interactive, instant AI tool to help. Right? It has everything that you want to know. You can ask questions from the pre-scene. You can ask questions from the industry. You can do the mock papers. You get the feedback in 4 minutes. Right? So, Shaheen, you will enjoy it. Shaheen, from where? Online. You send an email to info@nanaska.com. They'll give you the details. Yeah. Yes, please send me a WhatsApp message. Then I'll save your number. Give me your name, where you work. What is the weekend classes for? So weekend classes are for refresh theory. Weekend classes are for last 2 weeks. We have weekend classes. By last 2 weeks, everyone is in a rush, mad rush. So last 2 weeks, there'll be weekend classes. And some additional classes also will happen. Main session will be on Sunday, but some additional classes will come. Some additional classes will be there. Okay, I'm getting messages. Danny, thank you, Danny. See you tomorrow, Danny. Are there any AI program with combined with finance help from Nanaska? We'll talk about it, my dear. Chaminda Prabha, we'll talk about it. We are actually having an AI company at Nanaska. We'll talk about it. At what time will be the weekday classes? In the night usually. Everything is recorded. Everything is recorded and available in the LMS. If you miss a session, sorry. If you miss a session, recorded version is available. But I'll try to help you more. You will get one-to-one discussion for each mock that you are going to do. When you do the mock paper, I will do a live session to explain. Then you get the examiner's answer. Then you will get your marks. Then there will be a live session, one-to-one session, tell you what your weaknesses are. Guaranteed 99% pass rate is our target. I'm absolutely committed. I'll do whatever that is required to ensure 99% of you all will pass in May. And I want your support. Join with us tomorrow. Let's achieve 99% together. And let's learn relevant managerial level skills. Let's have a little fun from tomorrow. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Love you all. 99% pass. I'll ensure you pass. I'll ensure you pass the MCS this time. See you tomorrow. But I'm available on WhatsApp for me too. Oh, okay, I'm getting some messages already. So we can talk about it. Okay. Bye. Take care. Exactly 1 minute and 7 seconds. Thank you, Nisha. Absolutely 1 hour and now 20 seconds. Bye. See you tomorrow. Take care. We'll go up in the energy tomorrow. We'll go up in the energy tomorrow. Bye. Looking forward till tomorrow to do the session. Looking forward for tomorrow.